Are you thinking about making a move to Philly? Well, before you pack your bags, there are a few things that you need to know. Philadelphia is an amazing place, but it's not for everyone. So today, I'm gonna break down 5 things that make this area unique. Some you're gonna love, some might make you think twice. Hey, my name is Zach, and if you're new to the channel, I tell you everything that you need to know from community, lifestyle, and real estate in and around Philadelphia. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you never miss a video. Being born and raised just outside the city of brotherly love, it's the city I know best and the city I love most. Since being a licensed real estate agent for the last 3 years, I get calls and texts every single day from people just like you that are looking to make a move. So whether you're looking to move tomorrow or a year from tomorrow, give me a text, shoot me a call, and I'm happy to connect with you. Let's start with the weather, because if you're not ready for it, the seasons are really gonna humble you. So winters, they're cold, they're windy, and they're unpredictable. Some years we could get light snow that is gonna melt in a day. Other years you're gonna be out there digging your car out of a snowbank and you're gonna be questioning all of your life choices. But the city does plow the streets. However, if you live on a smaller road or in specific neighborhoods, maybe off the map, you're gonna be waiting a while. And the cold, it's a wet kind of cold that it cuts right through all of your layers. So you're gonna see people rocking big puffer jackets, ski masks, beanies, scarves, probably from November through February, March. It could be cold in March. It could be 40 degrees in March. Wet, rainy, so definitely possible. All right, and then you get summer, and summer is gonna test you. The summers in Philadelphia are hot, but the real issue is the humidity. It's a thick, sticky heat where you step outside and you feel like you need to take another shower, or you feel like you got out of the shower. You're already sweating. You're gonna see people carrying water bottles everywhere you go. You go to the zoo or to the park or to the beach, you're gonna be carrying water bottles. If you don't have air conditioning, you're gonna be in for a rough time. Even at night, the humidity is going to linger. So expect to have the AC units or to hear AC units buzzing and running consistently. And then spring and fall are honestly perfect. They're short-lived. But one minute you're enjoying the crisp fall air, the leaves falling, the colorful leaves, and the next you're scraping ice off your windshield and you're stepping in puddles. But then in spring you get a few nice breezy days. It'll be cold in the morning, but then the afternoons it'll jump, to 80 degrees and humid. And I only mention that because if you are moving here, just know you're gonna get all 4 seasons. And each season, it's gonna have its own personality. If you are not a sports fan, you're gonna learn to pretend to be one just to at least fit in. Because in Philly, sports, they're not just sports. They're religion. The Eagles, they're more than a football team, they are the team, especially with the Super Bowl that they had just recently won. So whether it's the middle of the summer, the dead of the winter, you're gonna see people rocking Eagles gear year round. Sundays in the fall, the entire city is gonna shut down. You're gonna see green at all of the grocery stores, you're gonna see green at all of the Targets and the CVS's. And if there is a big game, don't even bother making plans. Everybody's gonna be watching the game. Then you've got the Phillies. We're gonna ride or die for the Phillies. So if you move here, expect to hear people relive every single moment in the 2008 World Series like it happened yesterday. And when Red October comes around and the Phils are in the playoffs, the whole city is going to turn into a sea of red. Citizens Bank Park gets so loud it feels like it's shaking. So the Sixers and the Flyers, it's going to be the same passion, just in different sports. The Sixers, they've had their ups and downs, but the fans are always loyal. They're going to argue about trading players and their GM. And Flyers fans, they don't mess around. Their hockey might not get as much national attention, but here in Philadelphia or in Wells Fargo, you're gonna feel the energy. So yeah, sports are a big deal here. And you don't have to be a fan, but trust me, it's easier if you just pick a team, learn a few players' names, and act like you care. It'll make your life a lot easier. Driving in Philadelphia is not for the weak. This is going to be an experience that will either make you more patient as a person, or once again, you're going to be questioning all of your life choices. So first, parking. If you think finding a spot in most cities is tough, welcome to Philadelphia. It's basically an Olympic sport. Street parking is very scarce in a lot of neighborhoods, and if you find a spot, it might be the world's just tightest parallel parking challenge ever. And then there's South Philly, where people are gonna park in the middle of the street, literally in the middle of the street. It's called the South Philly Straddle. It's a real thing. It's where the cars are lined up down the middle of 2-lane roads, and it's a nightmare to navigate. So it makes zero sense, but at this point it's just accepted. Then you've got the street layout. So if you're new here, you're gonna quickly realize that Philly's roads don't always follow logic. Some are one-ways for no reason, others suddenly change names halfway through, and don't even get me started on how Broad Street is technically both Route 611 and the Avenue of the Arts. Plus, the intersections, some of them feel like they were designed by someone who lost a bet. Let's not forget any of those tiny alley-like streets that are somehow actual roads. You'll think there's no way I'm supposed to drive down that. But yes, you are, and someone's gonna be tailgating you the entire way. And then of course, you've got Philadelphia drivers. If you hesitate at the green light, even for a second, expect a honk, no hesitation. Turn signals, optional. Merging, good luck. And yet somehow it works. Philadelphia drivers, they might be aggressive, but they know what they're doing. They're gonna cut you off, they're gonna also wave at you and let you go when it's your turn. They're gonna speed down I-95 like they've got somewhere important to be, and then they're gonna stop mid-street to chat with their friend in another car. So it's chaotic, but once you get used to it, you're gonna learn to go with the flow. So if you move to the city and you do plan on driving, just know you're gonna be in for an adventure. You're either gonna master the art of navigating Philly roads, or you're gonna decide public transit and walking are the way to go. Either way, it's gonna be a ride. Food is serious business in Philadelphia. If you move here, you're gonna quickly realize that what you eat and where you get it can spark some pretty heated debates. First up, we've got cheesesteaks. Yes, they're famous, but if you ask a local where to get one, you probably aren't gonna hear Pat's or Gino's. Those are some of the touristy spots, and are they bad? No. But are they the best? No. So everyone here has their own go-to spot. You've got Del Sandro's, you've got John's Roast Pork, you've got Angelo's South Philly, you've got Steve's, or just some hole-in-the-wall joint that they swear by. If you do decide to go to Pat's or Gino's, just make sure you know how to order. Whiz wit means cheese whiz with onions, and whiz without means no onions. So if you hesitate too long at the counter, they're gonna judge you. Then you've got hoagies. Not subs, not grinders, but hoagies. The bread has to be fresh, preferably from a legit Philly bakery like Sarcone's or Lucio's, and the meat toppings actually matter. So, I mean, a Wawa hoagie at 2 a.m., that's a classic. But if you want the real deal, you go to places like Primo Hoagies or your favorite neighborhood deli. And yes, there's an actual hoagie day during Wawa's Welcome America Festival, because that's how much we care. And speaking of Wawa, it's not just a convenience store or a gas station, it's a way of life. Where else can you grab a freshly made hoagie, a cup of coffee that's not overpriced, a bag of tasty cakes, and some gas all in one stop? Wawa is everywhere in the Philadelphia area, and people are loyal. There's something comforting about knowing that you can roll into any Wawa at any time of the day, any hour, and get exactly what you need. But if you dare say Sheetz is better, you're gonna get side-eyed, full-on debated at worst. Sheetz is fine, but a true Philadelphian, Wawa is always gonna be superior. It's one of those unwritten rules you just have to accept. So if you are moving to the Philadelphia area, be prepared. Food isn't just something that you're gonna eat, it's gonna be part of the culture. And trust me, once you get used to it, you're never gonna look at a sub the same way again. Philly isn't just one city, it's a city of neighborhoods. And if there's one thing that people here take seriously, it's where they're from. Every neighborhood in Philly has its own vibe. South Philly is all about tight-knit communities, row homes, and unapologetic sports fandom. Fishtown and Northern Liberties have become hotspots for young professionals. You've got trendy bars, coffee shops, hipster feel. West Philly, it's more artsy, diverse. It's home to both college students, longtime residents who are going to tell you stories about how the area has changed. Manayunk is cobblestone streets, great nightlife, and a hill so steep that you're going to question every decision in life when you walk up it. And that's just inside the city. The suburbs are just as important, and people love to rep them. If someone tells you they're from Philly, there's a solid chance they're actually from Montgo, Delco, Bucks, or Chester County, and trust me, they'll let you know exactly which one. Delco or Delaware County has its own accent and a ton of personality. If you've seen Mayor of Easton, you get the vibe. Wawa is practically a cultural landmark here. You've got Montgomery County. This gives you that balance of suburban life with easy access to the city. Bucks County is where you're going to find charming small towns, some of the best fall foliage spots in the region. And then you got Chester County, beautiful landscapes, horse country, and some of the best schools in the state. The good news is that no matter what kind of lifestyle you're looking for, bustling city life, quiet suburban streets, something in between, there's a place for you in the Philadelphia area. But just know, once you settle in, you're going to develop pride for your neighborhood or county, and you will correct people if they get it wrong. So there you have it, 5 things you need to know before moving to the Philadelphia area. It's an incredible place with a ton of personality, but it's not for the faint of heart. If you're already here or thinking about moving here, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Philadelphia real estate and lifestyle content. I will see you on the next video, and until next time, I will see you around the neighborhood.